All right, get started. New faces. One new face. We met? Nope. Okay, good. 2 for 2. Well, welcome. My name is Shelley, and I am a graduate of Mission Teens here in Norma. So, one of the things I like to do that I got from another student was to keep a list, prayer list. So I go around and I get everybody's name. Some people try to trick me. Other people just go along. So, what's your name? Christy? Christy with a C. Your name? Darian. For some reason, I want to call you Ashley. Amber. I had an Amanda in my life, and you're nothing like her, so you're not going to get that. Yes. I'm sorry. Your name? Mary. I'm never going to get that. Sorry. Stacy. All right. Now it's time for the guys. Let's gotta do ladies first. Steve. Steve, have we met? Oh, sorry. God has blessed me with a bad memory. What is it? Giovanni. Have we met? Oh, okay. Hi. Sorry. Paul. Are you sure? Behind you? Eye eye contact. Micah. Micah, I would love to introduce you to Lewis. I never got his name right till he graduated. There you go. Call him up and ask him about it. He'll tell you. Nope. Will? Will. Will. Okay, well, Rob, I know you, but I can't for the life of me. They've all ripped the names out of my head. Parker. Parker. Okay, have we met? No. Isaac. Good name. Aaron. Another good name. No, it's not. And I know we got Patrick in the back. And then COD is Carissa. All right, Carissa, one of these days. See? That's Carissa. I haven't remembered her name yet once. Okay, one of the things I do this before, and you guys can make fun of me all you want. I'm still gonna do it. Um, there's a there's a guy who was a TC here. Or no, he was staff level. So what is that? AC? I don't know. And he was doing his Devo, and he was on the back of his notebook. He had written all the names of all the people who had left and didn't complete the program. So to my chagrin, I started writing them down because I didn't want to forget them. Because the people who are in your house with you, that's your family. And like it or not, if they're here for a minute or if they're here for the whole time, you form a connection with them. They always say the people in your house are the meant to be here. So the people in here in this room are meant to be your family. My family was very different when I was here. You need the people that you need the people that you do. Everything is done with a purpose. So Lyle imparting this to me is to me carrying on for him who is no longer here. And that he kept the names of the people who were no longer here because he didn't want to forget them. And I don't want to forget them too. And I made the mistake of going back and not just checking the names of the people who left, but the names of the people who graduated. And some of them shocked me. They're not here with us. But that's not the point. So I am in psychology. I'm in college to get my master's degree in drug and alcohol counseling. I already have my bachelor's degree in Christian studies, all thanks to God, this program, everything. It all started me on my baseline. The class I'm in is about co-occurring disorders. So you don't just have one thing. I don't know that anyone in any class has ever told me, "Oh, you just have one thing." No, you have several things, and you can carry them with you, and they can weigh you down, or you can let them go. One of the hardest things to let go, survivor guilt. So, for those of you who don't know, short little synopsis. When I was in my addiction, I had my boyfriend, fiance with me, and I made it, and he did not. And the day that I lost him was traumatic, but it's also plants a whole lot of questions. Why did I make it when so many others didn't? Why did I make it and he didn't? What could I have done differently? The answer is there's nothing you could have done differently. You made it through a difficult circumstance where not everybody does. The odds are already stacked against you. Whatever you're coming from, whatever, and I'm not just talking about addiction, like there's violence, there's poverty, there's homelessness. You can be homeless and not be an addict or an alcoholic. There's plenty of people who just can't make ends meet, especially now after COVID. I mean, I don't know. Before COVID, I didn't know anything but a 2-income family. Sometimes it was 3 and 4 incomes between 2 people. But the point is that not everybody makes it out of everything, but you can't feel responsible for someone else not making it. And that's what I felt compelled to talk about today. Because does anybody know what today is? Anybody? It's okay if you don't. Okay. There's a name for this day. No. No. So we had Thanksgiving, we had Black Friday, you have Cyber Money. Today is Giving Tuesday. So what I have is, and I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to staple these, but there's sheets that I give. One of my favorite things was a teacher who came here gave us sheets. Not as fancy as these, but I mean, we were dealing with a whole different internet back then. But there's 2 sheets, so make sure you get both, because the first one is about generosity and the second one is about friendship. I'm going to hang on to these 2. Yeah, if you don't mind. So I don't actually like go line by line and talk about everything that's on the list, but it's something that you can go back to refer to. Maybe it can help you, but it helps me because a generous person will prosper, and whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. You guys have heard that, right? You should give. This place is funded on giving. God pays all the bills. We don't pay the bills, God does. And it's by the people who give back. And that's part of what today is about for me. It's about showing up and giving back what I can give. So I have these packets that I like to hand out. I have my stickers, I have my notes, I have my coins, different things at different times that are different on sale. But I give these to you. I give these to them. And if they've been here longer, they get one every month from me. So if you need extra, take extra. Jimmy was here. He wanted one for each of his kids. So I just gave them to him. You need extra. If you know anybody who, take two. I don't count. I have no idea how many are going to be in this room. So the reason why I give them to you so abundantly is so that you can pass on what you've learned. That it starts a conversation. If you give someone an armor of God coin who doesn't know, you start a conversation, planting seeds. That's what I do. I like to give you stuff that you can take with you, because when you leave here, you're going to need it. For those of you who stay, this place is a blessing. Stay as long as you can. But for the rest of us who decide not to stay, it's important that you take with you what you've learned, because the greatest thing that the devil ever did was convince you that he's not real. So nobody, if you believe in God, you have to believe in the devil. So I heard something on one of my shows that I watched that really struck me. Influence what you do when you see something going wrong. Stop and help. Help everybody, help anybody. That's generosity. Somebody needs your jacket, give them your shirt also. That's in the Bible. Someone is suffering and they want to lie in the ashes and cry and moan and complain. Get down there and lie there with them. Listen to them. Be a shoulder to lean on. You needed a shoulder to cry on at one point. Giving someone else a piece of you costs you nothing. But what it might do for them might be something that changed their lives or just their day. Something that changed my life completely. I don't listen to regular radio stations. When my husband is tired of listening to K-Love, he will change it to the oldie station, and we will listen to it for a couple hours, maybe a day. But then I'm right back to K-Love, because the whole ride here, and I'm not close, but the whole ride here is just listening to the songs, getting in the spirit, talking to God. I talk to God every day. People say they pray, they're prayer warriors. I do it through normal conversation, because it started out as I was talking to my fiance. I'm like, this is all your fault, blaming him. You left me here by myself, like I have no one, all that stuff. But it slowly turned away from talking to him and yelling at him and being mad with him, to talking to God and saying, God, help me through this. God, help me through this. God helps those who help themselves. But if you help someone when you need help, the feeling you get is better than any feeling. Beginning of COVID, I met a woman in a parking lot. I don't carry cash. I lose it. I can't remember your guys' names. You really think I can hold on to a 20? I can't. It's a known fact. Every time I take cash out, I give it to my husband. You hold on to this. I don't want to lose it. So she was some sort of way. I don't like giving out cash because I know where that goes. But something told me, get $20 back. So I got $20 back and went outside to find her. I was just going in for two things, and legit, I went in for two things, got the $20 back, and went around and looked for her. I found her at the back of the parking lot, and she was visibly distraught. I mean, it looked like someone had just tried to murder her. This woman was actually going through something. As I'm trying to talk to her, someone had been mean to her. Someone had called her name and spit on her in the middle of COVID. Right in the beginning, when we didn't know nothing. They called the cops on her. So the police officer saw me trying to talk to her, explain to her that I had got this money for her so she could eat, so that she would have some gas or something. And he's like, I wouldn't go over there. I don't know her COVID status. I'm like, that's okay. God told me to talk to her. This is my job. I'm going to go do it. I went and talked to her for maybe about 15 minutes. I talked with her. I prayed with her. I held her hand. She held mine. No mask, no nothing. If that was how I was going to go, I was willing. After I started praying with her, cop got back in his car and drove away. I stopped something from making her day worse, possibly with her mental health. She could have gone taken in handcuffs, which probably wouldn't have helped her with her mental wealth. I've never seen her again. I don't tell this story to say, hey, look what I did. I'm amazing. I do this story to say, I tell this story to say, I don't know what happened to her. I planted a seed. I gave her what I had. I prayed with her for a while. It was just what I was told to do. And when I don't do what God tells me to do, I don't like how I feel afterwards. When I do something like that, yes, I like how I feel afterwards. But the point is that I know I did the right thing. What's my train of thought? Do that a lot. Talking about generosity. Nope, I gotta read a Bible verse. So goodwill come to those who are generous and lend freely, who conduct their affairs in justice. A gossip betrays confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. So secrets are not great. Secrets usually mean something's going on behind closed doors. But if somebody is sharing with you their personal pain, that's a secret. So Parker, who just left, has a great shirt on. It says, if you need prayer, tap me on my shoulder. I'm down. There's a lot of t-shirts now where the stuff on the back and the sweatshirts say that you're amazing, you're special, you're wonderful. Like, I just want you to know, positivity. If you put it out there, it's going to come back. I am blessed. I am blessed beyond anything I've ever had in my entire life. Yes, I have my stories. Yes, I have my pain. But what do you gain by sitting there saying, woe is me? Nothing. Does anybody care? Nobody cares. You care. That's it. Get up, dust yourself off, and figure out next steps. If you don't know next steps, talk to somebody. Ask them. I have a therapist, and the most profound gift I was given was by a teacher who responded to my posts that I'm required to post on the college website, because I can't do in-person school. I can't remember your guys' name. How am I supposed to remember what was said in a lecture? Can't do it. But online school, straight A's. I got this. Well, with God's help. We start that here. I do nothing by myself. I do everything with God help. The Holy Spirit is in me. Always, I invite him in every day. I talk to Jesus all day long. He's my best friend next to my husband. It's not all about me. It's about you. So when I saw the shirt that said, tap me on my shoulder, that's confidence. I talked in here a while back. I don't know if anybody's here from that time, about prayer warriors. You got to be a prayer warrior to wear that shirt. I saw you hooking it up. I was listening to you from the back, and there were some people in the back praying, and you just got to go through it. And it's just that steady, constant. It doesn't matter what you say. One person in here, his name was Tyler Levernight. He would talk in tongues almost every Devo. It was great. It was amazing. You could tell he was in the spirit. He was feeling it. We don't know what words he was saying, but we felt empowered by just what he was giving us. You don't have to understand everything, but you do have to understand that you're here for a purpose. And the steps that you take to go away from that purpose, sorry, the steps that you wait to go away from that purpose are the steps that are start leading you down the wrong path. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not easy. Nothing is easy. It just takes the courage to stand up and say that I'm not going to let you bring me down today. Whenever I feel like less than, that's when I say, not today, devil. And I go pray. I go read the book. I now have an office where I have my computer on one side. Behind me is a TV that we never use, ever. Took it out of my bedroom, put it in my office. I have a music subscription, and I put on all Christian songs. Jesus Loves You, Black Sheep. I love that song. Oh, death, where is your sting? Love that song, Mercy Me. Because it's a truth. When I came here, I was an atheist. So when I left here, I was a baby Christian. I didn't know anything except that Jesus Christ was my Lord and Savior, and a couple of Bible verses that I had written on flashcards to try and memorize them. And of course, I knew Ephesians 6:10-20 because that was my absolute favorite verse. That's why I do the coins. Because when you're going out there, you're going out to face a battle. Maybe not with swords and weapons and arrows, not with the armor. David didn't wear the armor because he wasn't tested. But you're being tested. And it's a test that you didn't ask for. You didn't sign up to take this class. This is just how life happens. Because if everything was meant to be perfect, it would go, God created Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and that's it. 2 people, we're good. We need more than 2 people. No 2 people are alike, not even twins. Slight differences. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know the truth, but what I can say is that God loves variety. And I know I'm not the normal person, but I wasn't here for those people. I would love to be that teacher. I would love to be Joyce Myers, Joel Osteen, David Prince. That's not me. And it will never be me. And guess what? We don't need them because we already have them. But if you can identify with me, then that means you march to the beat of your own drum. You can appreciate that the world is full of weirdos. And there's nothing wrong with that. I grew up in a time where it was very much about like look right, act right, don't talk. Don't let anybody see what's behind the mask. Put on a good show. And for years of doing that, it just made me hate myself, my family, what options I had. I didn't have any options. It just made me dark inside. There was no light in me. I was living for the almighty dollar, things, trinkets, just something that makes you feel better, because that's how you make yourself feel better, right? You buy things. Oh, that doesn't work anymore? Well, have a drink. You're not having a good day, have a drink. Read some of the ads from the 50s. This will make you feel better. All those medications that they gave them. Take this one to go to sleep. Take this one to wake up. Take this one to make you forget that you have a horrible life. Like, you're not going to solve your problems with substances. And how many people think they can? Doesn't matter if it's legal or not. You're putting a Band-Aid over a gushing wound. It's not going to do anything except for fester. You have to find who you are inside yourself, and you have to be okay with that. Because if you're not okay with it, how can you expect anybody else to be okay with it? I was never okay with myself. I'm in a much better place now that I don't care what other people think, because I know God loves me for who I am. My brothers don't want to talk to me, fine. My dad is a horrible person, fine. I miss my mom, she was a great mom, fine. But each one of these things is a point in the wrong column. Don't let it be in this column. Let it be something that you were, not something that you are. You don't have to carry it. You don't have to carry all this luggage. Put it down. Who are you carrying it for? You know what you need to do. You need to pick up your cross and follow him. Because no matter what you did, God forgives you. You have to remember that. If God forgave you, you need to forgive yourself. Whatever you did, whoever you hurt, even if it's yourself, forgive yourself. Forgive others. Because that other person is never going to come to you and ask you for forgiveness. Whoever that person was who hurt you, they don't care. You're letting them rent out space in your head for free. They're right up here. Let them go. Put it down. You're never going to get justice. You're always talking about it's not fair. The rules aren't fair. That's not fair. This person hurt me. They should go to jail. Has anybody ever done that? Because I've been to court lots of times, and that person never got what they deserved. They always got away with it. Why am I letting that bother me? Gone. Let it go. They don't think about me no more. They don't think about you. Trust me. That person who hurt you so bad that you're carrying it with you like a war wound to say, look what they did to me. No. They're not thinking about you. They don't care about you. They got what they wanted from you and they kicked you to the curb. And I know you know what I'm talking about, because that's what happened to me. If it happened to me, it happened to you. And I can see in the eyes. That's the thing. People can tell you whatever they want with your mouth. You can hear the words, I'm sorry. But their eyes tell you the truth. And that's where you start to hold on to hate. Because you can see in the eyes that, oh, I'm sorry. No, that was fake. But we live in a world where he's hitting me. He's hitting me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. All right, girls, let's go to the principal office. Okay, say you're sorry. Okay, we're sorry. Okay, now you're best friends anymore. That's not how it works. So we're not in school anymore, so we're in work. So you're going to sit there and say to your boss, he's hitting me. Grow up. There's no winning. So if you're in this to win, you're in the wrong race. Life is a journey. It's not a destination. There is no winning. The one with the most toys wins. They don't win. They're missing something. They're missing a piece. Because if you have to justify yourself through things, through trinkets, through cars, houses, beach houses, clothes, this is what I look like. Take it or leave it. That's what my husband looks like. He's the most amazing person I've ever met in the entire world, besides Jesus. And I will say that every day. And on the days when he is going through his cycle of pain and we're trying to deal with it, it doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't matter what he does. I'm not going anywhere. There's nothing that he could say to me that would hurt me so bad that I would leave him. Why? Because he's suffering. He needs a new hip. The doctor, he got all the approvals, he got all the authorizations. Now we're just waiting for them to schedule it. That is what I'm carrying right now. That we're in a holding pattern waiting for that surgery. But that doesn't mean that he gets to treat me badly because he's suffering. And that doesn't mean that if he does treat me badly one day, one afternoon, one sentence, that I hold it against him and bring it up every time that there's an argument. First of all, we don't argue. I know it's a hard thing to believe. We have little nothing fights. Nothing. Never anything important. It's never anything that's life or death, and it's never anything that would cause either one of us to leave, like the big fights. These are all like, what do you want for dinner fights? But that's not the point. The point is that I'm grateful for him. He's grateful for me. We live in a Christian household. Both of us didn't come from that. We have nothing. We came from nothing. I was homeless on the streets in 2014 when I came here. I was living under the bridge at exit 4, asking for money for food. Now I drive a really nice truck, which I love. I have a really good job, which I love, which I never would have had if I hadn't come to this. I'm from Burlington County. If I hadn't come to Gloucester Township, this job is perfect for me. But it doesn't fulfill me. It doesn't make me happy. It just pays the bills. And I want a job where I can do this, where I can talk to people who are open to hearing and who want help and who want to ask me what my thoughts are, because I'm up here just like talking. I don't even know what I'm saying. I just didn't know if anybody noticed that, but I literally never know what I'm going to say when I come here. On the way here, I always pray for the Holy Spirit to give me a message for someone. It could be anyone. Just as long as one person gets a message, my job is done. I don't even need to know what that message is, and I don't even need to know. You don't have to come up and tell me that whatever rang true for you. You got a bunch of different people in here going through a bunch of different things. No two stories are the same. No two problems are the same, but there is one solution for all problems, and that's God. He holds all of you in his hands, and he wants nothing but the best for you. Stay here. Grow strong. Put on the armor so that when you walk out these doors and you're faced with the reality of the cold, hard world that's out there, that you are protected from the slings and arrows, because they throw them. They throw them at you, and you don't even see it coming, and you're blindsided, and you don't know what to do. What is it? Turn the other cheek? That's their problem. That's not your problem. You make it your problem when you take it inside you. If they're mean, you don't need to get justice. There's no justice. You know how you win? You don't let it get into you and affect you. When someone is pushing your buttons, they're getting off on you being upset. Oh, it's working? I'm just going to press it harder and faster. That's how it works. But if you just, whatever, you be you. They don't have anywhere to go. But once you get in and you start feeling it and you start tensing up and like reacting, it doesn't even have to be words. Body language speaks louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. It's not what you say, it's what you do. Why they say walk it out. I could be telling you all this stuff and then go home and do whatever. You don't know what's going on in my house. There's no cameras in my house. I could be full of it. I could just be talking a good game and then behind closed doors be like a all free for all. We don't know. But the point is that you know what's good for you and you know what's not good for you. And if you hold on to the things that are not good, you're missing all the good that is there for you. There is so much good out for you. So what they're talking to me about is the physiology of addiction was about trauma, tolerance, biology, support. Some of us have support systems, some of us didn't. Surviving isn't because we did better than that person that we lost. It's because we had an opportunity to get out. The door was open, a crack, a wide open, whatever, and we saw it and we took it. The door was open for them too. They had the opportunity too. They missed their window. And it's not something you can control. That's what they said to me. Control is an illusion. This whole long letter. I wish I could read it to you all, but it's like really like personal and stuff. But the meat is you can't save anyone. You can't even save yourself. God saves you. God forgives you. God loves you. Jesus is there for you. All you have to do is ask. And they're like, well, don't you have to do good deeds? It comes with the saving. Once you get saved, you don't want to do those things anymore. You're changed. And if you don't feel changed, ask yourself why. Pray on it, meditate on it, read the Bible, talk to a counselor. There's a disconnect in the circuitry, in the wiring. I talk about that all the time because in my head, there's something wrong up there. I have very few memories of my childhood, and it wasn't until recently that I figured out that that's not normal. Like, people remember their childhood. So for me, whatever affected me, God doesn't want me to know about it. And that's good enough for me. Why I don't mind it when you guys make fun of me because I don't know your name, or I think this person's name is Pepe or Jose or Enrique. I'm fine with that because I already know I have a bad memory. It's there for a purpose. So at work, we're a bakery, we make 364 items, give or take. Some get removed from the catalog and some get added. I know probably about 300 of those item numbers because I wrote the specs. But that's not the point. How do I remember all that? I remember all the stuff at work perfectly fine. But when I come in here, this is the best day of my month. When I get to talk to you guys and see how you're doing and see who's still here and who's no longer here. Because I remember faces, I don't remember names. And even then, if you didn't have an impact, it's harder to remember. So one of the things I like to say is like, it makes people feel some type of way if you don't remember them. They're like, you don't remember me? Huh? But we had that great conversation. I'm like, okay, that's great. But that's not why I don't remember you. Okay? It's not about that. It's about the fact that your name is now on my prayer list. So to combat my bad memory, my cheat code is I pray for everybody on my prayer list. Every day I pray for you. If I wrote your name down once, twice, or 100 times, I am praying for you and you can't stop me. If you are here for one day that I'm here, and then you leave, I'm still praying for you. Because it's more important than anything. So one time there was a student, college students, I don't know what else to call you. He was sitting right there, and I was talking. It was early. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just rambling, like I kind of am now. And I could see that he was going through it. So I stopped and I said to him, "Are you okay?" He said, "No, I'm really not. I didn't want to interrupt." I said, "Don't worry. That's not why I'm here. I'm here for you right now. God told me to talk to you, and if I don't talk to you, then I'm going to be in trouble later with God." So I just stopped there, stopped what I was doing. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but God knows what I'm doing. And He told me to pray for that kid. And I did pray for that kid. Do I know what happened to him? No. Never saw him again. But he's still on my prayer list. And I still pray for him. And don't ask me what his name is because I don't remember. When I was here, I was one of those people, I want to be the best at everything. Obviously, straight A's. I will kill myself to spend an extra hour on my homework when I should really be going to bed, because that's something that drives me. I need to have that perfect grade. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. Now I just lost my train of thought. Hold on. See? No, I was talking about straight A's. I have no idea. See? Happens. When I go off and I change it. So I made it through it. I'm alive, but I could not be. My story continues. That's what my memorial tattoo is. It says I'm continuing without him. So I made it through. You made it through. The meaning is compassion, insight, service, honesty. That is how you honor those who've left you behind. So you're dealing with the trauma. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, coulda done anything. There's a saying that says everybody, anybody, somebody, and nobody. I posted that in my office and I immediately had to take it down because someone reported me because they said that I was using that to tell them that they weren't working hard enough. I wasn't. To prove a point. Anybody could have done it. Somebody should have done it. Everybody knew about it, but nobody did it. Don't be a nobody. And it doesn't matter. You're not going to get an award. You're not going to get a trophy. You're not going to win the lottery, because why don't we win the lottery? Well, you've seen what we do with money. So God gives you what you need. Anything more is excess. There was a story about teachers who were, every year they upped the money that they donated to whatever the cause is, the churches, whatever. They got all the way up to 96% of their income. They were living off of 4% of their income and were donating the rest to the church. Anything more is excess. If you're having excess, sure. Why don't you buy that thing that's legal? Like, I don't know, let's go get some drinks. Why should we not drink? Because we don't know what to do with ourselves with it. It's a waste. And God doesn't want us to waste any of our life. That's why I don't want you to waste any more of your time blaming yourself, feeling guilty. Experience your grief. Experience it. Share it. It's cathartic to cry. But then you have to let it go. Because if the grief is what is in you all day, it's just going to drag you down. Like she said, 2 people are drowning. A drowning person can't save another drowning person. If you're in here for whatever reason, you were drowning. And instead of being drugged down, you chose to ask for help, and help came. And this is where the help is found. Don't let something take your life away from you. Everybody loses everything. There's always a chance that the bottom drops out. Hurricane Sandy, COVID. You don't know how many days you have left. Okay, so you're young. Okay, so great. But that doesn't mean anything. You could step off a curb tomorrow and get hit by a bus because you didn't look both ways before you crossed the street. Don't waste time. You don't know how much of it you have left to spend with the people who want to spend time with you. And if you don't know who wants to spend time with you, look around this room. This is your family, and they want to spend time with you, and they care about you. And if you feel like no one loves you, talk to someone. because I was here, I was in this house, and I know everybody in this house is pulling for you. So if you're going through it, ask for help. It doesn't matter who you talk to. Talk to somebody, talk to anybody. Say what you need. Interrupt me. Tell me right now you need me to pray for you. I'll pray for you. I'm already praying for you. But sometimes you need to hear the words. Sometimes you need to be in it. Sometimes you need to know. That's why I always ask about prayer warriors, because I want to make sure that you understand that you are called upon to pray for others. Don't pray for yourself. That's where you focus on you. Me, me, me. I need that truck. I need that house. I need that car. I need that money. I need this jewelry. If you want it, here, you can have it. It's not about this things. Don't store up yourself for treasures. And okay, great. I live in a broke down old house. It's over 100 years old. It was turned into a bakery. Then it was turned into apartments. Yes, I work at a bakery and I live in a bakery. So that irony is not lost on me. But it's a mishmash of houses that are like glued together with uh, paper clips and duct tape. So right now it's raining in the garage where I store all my fun decorations for Halloween. Halloween's my favorite holiday. It's getting ruined right now. I should be throwing a fit. I should be mad. That's money going down the drain. Guess what? I don't care. Why don't I care? It has no value. As soon as you buy a vehicle and you drive it off the lot brand new, it's automatically what? Half of its value is gone. $50,000 brand new truck, automatically $25,000 the minute you drive it off the lot. It has no value. I collect customizable cards when I was a child. I was sure that they were just going to be like baseball cards and I could give them to my son and that would be my fortune that I was giving to him. They're worth $0. The customizable card game that I spent a lot of money on, $0. Then Hurricane Sandy hit. Didn't hurt me, but Hurricane Irene followed her, and that messed up my storage unit where my customizable cards were. I lost everything. It's nothing. It's things. You can replace things. You can't replace people. People are important as long as you let them be important. But if they don't want to be important to you, don't let them be important to you. If they're not in your life, find somebody who wants to be in your life. I found someone. She was really like one of my best friends when I was young. She literally lives 5 minutes from here. I've been coming here for 3 years ish. I just reconnected with her like about 3 months ago, Facebook. She reached out to me. She invited me into her home for Thanksgiving. We didn't have anywhere to go. Nobody invites us to their home for holidays. Guess what? We're going back for Christmas. Seek out the people who want you in their lives. And if somebody doesn't want you in your life, there's nothing you can do to force them. Crying about it won't make it all better. And if they don't care about you, why do you care about them? They cast you aside for something else, for whatever reason. That's fine. Let them have their story. My story was I did this and my family saw this. They don't even know the worst things that I've done. No idea. But the thing they saw was so bad that they don't want to be in my life anymore. I don't mourn them. I miss them. I miss my brothers. I miss my mother. But I can't bring her back from the dead. I can't force my brothers to be my brothers again. I can't force my dad to be a good person. Let it go. It's holding you down. It's weighing you down. It's tearing you down. It's causing damage. The minute you decide to forgive someone is the minute you release your burden and you can start focusing on what you should be doing and not on what somebody did to you. Because it doesn't matter if they say they're sorry or not, they did it to you. It can't be undone. Friendships come and go. People come and go. In this digital age, it's much easier to reconnect. I did it. I reconnected from somebody from 20 years ago. She was very important to me, but I lost her phone number or she lost mine, and she was busy with her family and I was busy doing what I did. But if she never contacted me again, I wouldn't know that I had this person, this wonderful human being who was rooting for me to succeed. Don't pick the friends who are rooting for you to fail, or making fun of you for the clothes you wear, the way you do your hair, the makeup you wear, whatever you do that they are mocking you for, that you're like, take pride in. There's no value there. They have no value. And if you give them value, you're just taking away from your value. So be with the people who want to be with you. Care for the people, give to the people who want to give for you, and don't expect anything in return. Because if you don't expect anything in return, you won't be disappointed when you don't get it. You won't be disappointed when you don't get it. You have a chance to do something, and you're letting something take that away from you. You have the opportunity to share who you are, what God has done for you. You have the chance to see yourself in the light, not in the darkness, in the light. I remember now. I won't go back. I'm circling back. I remember now. So I'm sitting in these chairs just like you all are. So I'm going to round up. It's like 15 people. I can't do math. So I was, like I said, I was the teacher. Ooh, me, teacher. I know the answer. Never picked on me. Play, I would have. Sorry I missed it. We just couldn't that day. We tried. But I wanted to lead. I wanted to be in front. I wanted to be the star. Everybody look at me. I got a non-speaking role. A child of indeterminate age who just was sitting on the floor playing with their toys. I decided, since you're not going to give me the lead, I'm going to be the annoying 5-year-old. Put my hair in pigtails, curled them up, looked all cute. I said, Mommy, when's Daddy coming home? I can't wait to see Daddy. Daddy's coming home. Yay. I had more fun in that 2 minutes than I did with the whole night. I was like, if people aren't going to celebrate who you are, then you have to celebrate who you are. God is happy you are here. God is happy you're still trying. God is telling you don't give up. And if it takes pigtails to make you see that, then wear pigtails. It's okay to let your hair down. It's okay to walk out with whatever you have. You don't have to put on fake eyelashes or false hair, or unless you want to. If you're doing it for you, that's fine. But if you're doing it for other people's, ask yourself why. Because at the end of the day, it's only about the people that are in your lifeboat. All the people that are out there, not in your lifeboat, don't matter. Care for them, help them, but if they don't want your help, let it go. We have to learn how to let things go. I know I sound like I'm on a repeat, but you can't understand how empowering it is to put down a heavy burden and forgive someone who's not even asking you for forgiveness. They're not going to ask, they don't want it. And the people who do want it, give it to them. But I'm telling you right now, the people that hurt you the worst are never going to say they're sorry, and they're never going to ask your forgiveness. So stop waiting for that day, because you're going to be holding your breath a long time. God said, it's good. Put it down. Let's go. I got more important things for you to do than worry about that person who's not worried about you. He has important things for you to do. I'm not kidding. He can take a homeless drug addict from the streets of Camden and rise me up to where I am today, a college graduate. I didn't go to college. I didn't go to college until 4 years ago. My husband urging me to go. I was like, no, I'm going to do the wedding first. She's like, why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Okay, so now I'm going to try to figure out how to plan a wedding and go to college. Guess what? It worked. And guess what? It didn't matter. You know why? Because COVID happened. I got married 2020, COVID wedding at my house. And I loved every minute of it. The people who showed up were in my lifeboat. The people who didn't show up, they attended via Zoom. The ones in other countries who couldn't leave their countries. And that's how we did it. And you know what? I had the best time. Would I have liked the big fancy wedding that my sister had at the cathedral down in Philly? Sure. There was a lot of moving parts. Everything was just so stressful. De-stress, declutter, get rid of the things that don't make you feel good about yourself. If it doesn't make you feel good about yourself, get rid of it. Right now, I have a ferret who is given to me with a medical condition, and he's not going to be in our lives very long. But my husband loves this ferret so much. This ferret shows up for my husband every day. Every day it goes up to my husband and looks up with him and says, give me a treat. And my husband's heart melts and he gives him a treat. And this goes on for about 10 minutes until he's so full he falls asleep. Am I going to begrudge the woman who gave me this ferret that she could no longer take care of and say, oh, you gave me a busted ferret? No, that ferret needed me. The one that went before him was 9 months old. It didn't even get a first birthday, medical condition. And we had to put her down. But we did it the right way. We did it to support her and how she had an effect on her life. And I'll never forget them, and I'll never forget you. And if I don't remember your name, I'm sorry. But if you tell me that I affected you in some sort of way, then I'm going to say good. But that wasn't me. That was God. Amen.